Have you completed preparations?
You did it. Your actions have saved Ingress from destruction once again. However, the frequency of colossi appearing and moving toward Ingress is increasing. And many of them have been spotted close to Ingress. We need to find a solution for this once and for all. At this rate, Ingress is more likely to be destroyed by the colossi than the Vulgus. To prevent that from happening, we must close the dimensional wall immediately.
There isn't much time. We have to hurry.
Bunny, I've been expecting you. I have something I need to discuss, if you wouldn't mind waiting a moment. I have to finish my discussion with Nell first. There are some loose ends regarding our operations that we need to tie up. It won't take long. Please, make yourself comfortable. I've reviewed the most recent battle report. What was it like coming face to face with Corel?
I mean, I barely made it out alive.
He may not have shown it, but he was worried about you. Alpha?
I was. And I want you to take it easy for a while. Try a different mission. Have a look at this.
What are these?
We discovered them when we were going through records of past operations. These ones seem to involve your parents, so I'm hoping you'll look into them.
Records about my parents? Grandma, when are Mom and Dad coming back? Mom said she'd bring me a birthday present. She hates me, doesn't she? Is that why she left me? And Dad, Grandma, I want you to leave me too. I can't even remember what my parents looked like. When I think about my childhood, I only remember being with my grandmother. Why are you giving me this now? I'm fine. I'm fully recovered. I'd like to be assigned to a different operation.
Bunny, this is an order.
Ugh.
It won't be easy to find and restore these records. I've assigned you this because you're the best person for the job, and I expect you to do your best.
All right. I guess I'll do it.
Good. Don't forget I'll need progress reports, and you can ask Nell if you need anything.
Fine. Leave it to me.
Got a question about the operation? I've received the intercept battle results from Seneca. This won't do. Since we have the Ironheart, closing at least one part of the dimensional wall might be a good idea. Everyone, we're going to use the Ironheart at the Albion Prime hands. It's time to fulfill our desire to stop the Colossi. Enzo, prepare to activate the Prime hands.
Affirmative.
Descendant, why don't you go and observe? Since you played a key part in securing the Ironheart, you should experience this glorious moment firsthand. The future of humanity will change from here on out. I'm proud of you.
HQ, the Ironheart is in position. Prime hands ready to be activated.
I never thought that I'd live to witness this moment. Activate Prime hands. I'll also head... Enzo, what happened? Why has the emergency stop been activated?
It's the guide. Alpha, the guide wants to speak with you urgently. It's about the Ironheart.
Attention, all descendants. Listen to what I have to say for a moment. Please, do not use the Ironheart. We don't have much time.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting. Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately.
Welcome to the Modules Lab.
Oh, the special human child. What do you need? Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
Descendant, I have a responsibility to guide everyone on the proper use of the Ironheart. As such, I strongly recommend that you delay in using the Ironheart. If we use the Ironheart inside Albion, we may entice all of the Colossi to us. With our discovery of the final Ironheart, all the Ironhearts in Ingress have been exposed. Soon, the Ingress dimension will reach a state of entropy saturation. The energy emitted by the 3 Ironhearts is too great to be circulated naturally. If we close the dimensional wall now, it could disrupt this already strained energy circulation, leading to a greater disaster. The point where the circulation is disrupted will connect to the void dimension, and the location of Ingress will be divulged to all Colossi. Powerful Colossi like Devourer have already appeared. It would be wise to refrain from using the Ironheart now. What if we
Enough! I don't want to hear anything else you have to say. You can disconnect, Enzo. Reactivate the Ironheart in the Prime hands immediately.
Alpha, are you seriously going to go ahead with this? Even after hearing all of that? Please reconsider.
Okay, sounds like it's about to get noisy in HQ again. I'm pretty busy, but if it's for you, I can make... As an executive officer, this whole situation is very confusing. Ever since the Magisters announced the dimension isolation theory, the Ironhearts and the dimensional walls have been the only way to save humanity. But now it looks like the Ironhearts can also bring disaster. This isn't a situation where we can just blindly trust the guide. Countless soldiers have lost their lives, and a huge amount of resources and time have been spent looking for the Ironhearts. We're talking about the hopes of humankind crumbling away here. But if what the guide says is true, we have to re-examine our plan for humanity, as well as reconsider the purpose of the Ironhearts. I thought it would be over once we found the Ironhearts, but things are getting more complicated. Oh, I'm receiving a transmission from Alpha. I think he's looking for you.
Descendant, return to HQ immediately. I'll fill you in on the operation. Nell and I have reached an agreement. I don't like it, but it's workable. Got a question about the operation? But first, I need to speak to you about something, Descendant. I understand the Ironhearts attract Colossi, but that can be solved by closing the dimensional wall. Not using the Ironheart when faced with this possibility is too great a sacrifice for humanity. There has been no bigger threat to us than the Colossi and the Vulgus. For humankind who has lived through such disasters, this is our best chance, and we must bet everything on it. We'll use the Ironheart as planned, however. Taking all opinions into consideration, we have decided to use the Ironheart at a different location. Not in Albion. If you're concerned about what the guide said, we'll use the Ironheart somewhere else, away from Albion. Strategically and tactically, we found a good location for it. the White Knight Gulch. So far, prime hands have been found in the following zones: the Albion Mountains, the Hagios Fields, and the White Knight Gulch, the location of the main base of the Order of Truth. Yes, I did say main base, but Vulgus occupation of the White Knight Gulch has declined by 50%, according to the latest reports. That means it's worth a shot. Also, the Vulgus forces have lost a large number of units over the last few decades. Even if we estimate the number of remaining forces to be high, we'll have no trouble defending the area near the prime hands. Descendant, go to the White Knight Gulch and secure the ruins containing the prime hands. Valby and Eugen should still be there. They were sent to investigate Ironheart traces. I'll have them support you. Enzo, if the guide acts suspiciously, report to me immediately.
You don't need to worry. The guide is an AI with no corporeal form. She can't utilize any physical force by herself. And we also have no way to stop the guide at this moment.
That is definitely a problem.
Before you hurt yourself, make sure... Hey. HQ filled me in. You're gonna use the Ironheart here, apparently? How annoying. I had charts to write and other things to take care of. When exactly will I be able to look for my troop members? An operation? Oh. How are we gonna get to the prime hands? Well, you can work with Valby and figure that out yourselves. Valby was in charge of battle recon, right up until you got here. If I can offer some advice, don't get hurt. Please. We're out of everything. Medicine, bandages, my will to live. If I had one wish, it'll be that none of you got hurt. That way, there won't be anything to annoy me. Go catch up with Valby. I'll make preparations as well.
Eugen, we're all teammates. Can't you sweeten your attitude just a little bit?
Sorry. All out of sugar here.
This doesn't look easy. You have to understand, Eugen hasn't had a decent night's sleep ever since we got here. The medical corps unit he was in charge of went missing during combat. An emergency evacuation request came in from the main base of the Order of Truth. Eugen was taking care of some seriously wounded soldiers at the time, so he couldn't do anything. So to help him out, his medical corps unit responded to the request. They didn't take backup, and we lost contact with them. Then the enemy attacked and we were forced to retreat to here. That's how intense this area used to be. But I know HQ has said that the Vulgus presence here has decreased to less than 50% of what it was. That's so strange. Why would they reduce their forces for no reason? Anyway, we should take advantage of the current situation and find our way to the first gate. If enemy forces really have reduced, we should be able to get through the gate without any problems. The prime hands are just beyond it.
Valby, do you want us to just barge through the gate? You sure your suit isn't affecting your brain?
What?
I'm asking you if you're out of your mind. The area near the gate is swarming with Order of Truth troops.
We've been told that the number of Vulgus forces have reduced. Stop looking at your charts and read the report from HQ.
If you see any way of breaking through the gate, please let me know first. I need to find my corps members.
Of course, Doctor.